Ben Freeman, Fox 56. On data centers, many are concerned about the energy they use, the noise they create, and the environmental toll they take on the land. For people that are living near these proposed data centers, what would you say to someone with these concerns?
Okay, so let's walk through each of those concerns. First, on the energy side, Pennsylvania is a net energy exporter. What that means is we actually produce more energy than we use. And we have the capacity to produce even more energy, and I think we should. When we produce more energy, we create more freedom and more economic opportunity. That's what led me to working with Constellation to turn back on what was formerly known as 3 Mile Island, to generate new nuclear clean power there. It's what's leading us to work in a place like Homer City, which is in the more western part of our Commonwealth, where we're converting an old coal-fired power plant, utilizing natural gas to create more energy. You've seen conversions like that happen here in northeastern Pennsylvania. So we can create more energy, which does two things. Number one, it allows for a data center company like AWS to make a $20 billion investment and to be able to create jobs, 10,000 trades jobs in this community. That's great. And it allows us to protect consumers who aren't going to see rising costs on their electrical bill because of a development like this. You try and develop something like this in another state, they're pulling energy from consumers. We can create more. By the way, in addition to that, you'll remember as governor, I led the way for multiple states by suing PJM. That's the entity that provides power to multiple states. It's the grid operator, if you will. I sued them because they were going to jack up prices on consumers. And as a result of that, we probably staved off about $25 to $30 billion in increased costs for consumers. So on the energy side, we have to produce more energy. We can produce more energy, and that allows us the flexibility to create the jobs and protect consumers and not see their costs go. On the environmental side, I think it is important to note that while we have moved our permitting process along far more quickly than we ever have before, we went from probably being bottom of the pack in the nation on permit time to now being a leader. I actually chair a group of the National Government Association on permitting. We're now a national model on how to get permits done quickly, but we're doing that in a way that protects public health and public safety, doesn't compromise anything on environmental quality. And we're working with a company in Amazon here that also shares our commitment to protecting the air and the water and the public health of communities here. Finally, the local communities, so Salem Township and those other areas that are going to house these data centers, they still have a say, right? So they're still involved in this process with us, and they've been unbelievably constructive and helpful in making sure that the particular interests of their municipality, their locality, are going to be heard. And Amazon has been a wonderful corporate partner in that front. So we're going to protect our air, we're going to protect our water, we're going to protect the interests of the local community. We're going to generate more energy, which is going to be good to create jobs and be able to protect consumers. And I believe that finally, we don't have a choice. And let me explain what I mean by that. AI is going to be developed. And the question is whether America is going to win the race to develop AI or whether China is going to win the race to develop AI. I do not want China to beat America in this. I think America stands in a unique position to be able to win this and protect our national security interests. And there are just less than a handful of states in the entire country that are poised the way we are to be leaders on this data center development, leaders on AI development, leaders on winning this critically important national security issue. And I believe Pennsylvania is poised to do that. Our steel, our coal helped power the world. We were the arsenal of democracy. So much of that came from this region. This is the next frontier, and this region will again lead us forward.